In this video, I will share with you a second part of the basic elements of a short story. I told you we will be talking about the setting, the character, the plot, the conflict, the theme, the point of view, the tone, and the style. And in this particular video, we're going to talk about the characters. Okay, so this is, I think that is the iconic part of a story, because when we talk about a story and we ask someone and tell me what happens there, we always talk about the person or the thing or the animal that go through the story and tell us what is going on. So the character is a person, an animal, or a thing personified, could be principal or secondary, being responsible of the story. What does the character do? He tells us the story, he lives the story, okay? He, she, or it has some characteristics that could be described by the author for the reader, and we could say that that person or that animal or that thing does things in the story, so it's kind of the doer of the story. So it is very important to have a clear description of each character of the story in order to understand why things happens as it happens. Because it's not the same reaction that one character could have in front of certain circumstance that another one could have another reaction completely different. So I will give you some examples about the characters of stories, and I will take the same examples that I used in the previous video. We talk about Hogwarts of Harry Potter, we talk about the 221B Baker Street of Sherlock Holmes, and we talk about the New York home of the Corleone family. First of all, we talk about Hogwarts, and the principal character of that story is this guy that we got on the screen. It's Harry Potter. Okay, Harry Potter got some characteristics, and he described himself in the story, in the book, and he said that he was small and skinny from his age, for his age, I'm sorry, and he said that he has a thin face, and he said that he has lovely knees. So these characteristics are some physical characteristics that will give us an idea of how the character is. We can talk about some more characteristics that could be, for example, the clothes, if they use or don't use certain kind of coats or certain kind of shirt. And for example, in this particular character, the glasses, the eyeglasses are very, very particular, and the haircut. So these are characteristics, physical characteristics, and could be another kind of characteristics like emotional or social or cultural that describes the character. And we need to be very careful when we describe it when we're the writers, and we need to enjoy when we're the readers what the description of the writer of the character. The second example I would talk about has a variety of representations because it's a very famous character, and as a famous character has been taken to the movies and the TV several times, and there are a lot of actors that do that character, and I'm talking about Sherlock Holmes. But all the representations and movies and comic books and everything of this character of the Sir Arthur Conan Doyle stories and novels, Sherlock Holmes, all of them got the same description. Okay, he says that it's an obsessive personality, that he works compulsively, and that he has a very strong deductive power. So all these characteristics are constant in all the representations of this character. Besides, again, the physical things or the physical characteristics, like I don't know that all of them use a pipe. Well, the first picture, he doesn't use a pipe; he uses some cigarettes. but the middle one and the right one, they use a pipe. They use that kind of hat. The coat is characteristic too. That they use normally a scarf. So we got the three of them got a scarf in the clothing code. So those are characteristics that describe to the reader again the character that is going through the story. All of this, the scarf, the coat, the hat, and the personality, the pipes, are characteristics besides the obsessive personality and the other two that I mentioned. And our last example is the Michaels and Vito Corleone characteristics, and are the ones that goes with the previous video that I shared with you a picture of New York, the Don Vito's Corleone house, and here are the two principal characters of that story. It was a book written by Mario Puzo, and there are two main characters. That is Michael, the one that I put with the arrow, and the other one is Vito Corleone. Michael is the son of Vito Corleone, and we could say that, for example, both of them are businessmen, and that gives us an idea of the personality because they like and they live and they do a lot of business. We can say that they have no tolerance for dissent or treachery, so they are very loyal and they are very strict in that loyalty code that they live in the family. But for example, this characteristics goes for both of them. But for example, Michael is even bolder and is a little bit more violent and is more ambitious than Vito Corleone. So these characteristics are the ones that describes these characters in order for us to understand and to get involved in the story through the eyes of the character with a good description and a good drawing of that picture through the words by the writer. So I leave this video up to here. We will continue with another one, with another element of the short story. This was talking about the characters. Have a good day and see you soon, guys. Goodbye.